You guys have that?
Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, yesterday we got the USDA numbers, and they pretty much said exactly what they thought they were going to say. They raised the soybean exports and corn exports and lowered the carryouts. They also lowered wheat feed usage and raised the wheat carryout. The market at the end of the day, beans were up, wheat was down, and corn was down. It looked like there was some profit taking in the corn. On the wheat side, the noon maps yesterday showed some rain for the southern plains overnight. The maps have went drier. Prices overnight, beans down about 7 cents, corn down a penny, and wheat up about a penny. In the individual markets, there was some news overnight that China may have defaulted on 500,000 tons of Brazil soybean sales. They're losing money on the beans that are coming in now versus fourth quarter when they were making money, and so there's more talk that they may default more. That could add to the world supply. Here in the United States, we're still looking at a tight situation. The average analyst guess of the U.S. carryout is around 120 versus the government's 135, so maybe we haven't resolved the old crop situation yet. The average guess for next year is around 300 million bushels if the farmers plant a record amount of beans. So eventually, the time is ticking for us to change from 13-14 bullish news to the potential for 14-15 bearish news. Over in the corn, the 6 to 10 day went drier for the U.S., but still colder than normal. We should be able to get some corn planted in that type of forecast. Most weather people think that we'll see maybe 4 or 5 days of dry weather than a rain event. The rains will favor the eastern half of the Midwest. But we should get the corn planted, and we'll have to see the strength of the record fund longs in the corn, and as to whether they want to hold on to that position or start liquidating if the weather looks better for planting. And as we mentioned over in the wheat, USDA raised some world stocks, offering some resistance to the wheat market yesterday, but wheat's now a weather market. We're going to have to watch some of the dryness in Europe, Ukraine, U.S. southern plains, the cold weather in Canada, and the potential for some dry weather, especially in central and western Australia. Talk of El Nino historically has helped wheat prices because it's hurt wheat crops, especially in Australia. It might help the cocoa market with lower rains in Indonesia, but historically it's been good for U.S. corn and soybean yields during the summer. We'll get the export sales data report and see what kind of sales we did last week, and then we'll see how the market wants to go into the weekend. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.